blind man could follow this trail right here. I don't understand why this trail is so good. There are no roads. You can't get a four-wheeler in here. You guys saw what I had to get through to get to the old four-wheeler trail. We're going to keep walking. We're going to keep going down this trail. Now the lake is out there. I don't know. I must be getting close. I bet you it's a quarter mile to the lake. Really frustrating me because the ground is frozen solid. I can't dig here. We're going to head back down to the river and we're going to carry on up the river just to see if I can find an actual foundation. I know where that stove plate is and that hole in the ground. That might have been some kind of log cabin or something there, but the neighbors told me there are actual foundations somewhere out here, and we're going to carry on down the river, see if we can find them. So the garbage dump is 60 yards over that way, and the sink is behind me 60 yards, and right in the middle, look at the size of that tree. That is a big old pine. And I've been swinging the detector from the garbage dump all the way through here. There's signals all through here. But it's frozen and I can't get to any of it, so we're going to move on for today. There's no other way to get here than the hour-and-a-half hike that I just did through swamp, treacherous, ball-busting bush. So I'm pretty sure. Now, people could come here by boat, but I don't think that's happened. So we are going to explore this. This is going to be our spot. So I just started walking through the bush because I wanted to show you guys the lake, and we've got a signal here, 19, and look at that. It's not frozen. We can dig this one out. Try to do these as live as possible because there aren't too many holes today. Oh, right here. An old shell casing. But that might have a date on it. So it says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says I am DA, and then there's a symbol and 44. And I don't think that's a 44 caliber. It's pretty slim. So that could be the year on there, 1944. Right there at the top, it says 44. I was just about to put that shell casing in my pouch and I looked over. Look what I see right there. I think that's blocks, guys. Could be part of a foundation or something. Oh, totally blocks. Three cement blocks. And what have we here? An old green bottle. It's not as old. It's got the screw top on it. And right beside the bottle, I just tripped on it when I got up. A can. So definitely lots of junk here. Lots of habitation. Lots of ground to swing. There's an old lead bullet. Ring up solid 13. There's another shell casing, guys. So if it's the same as the last one, then we could surmise that this was a Homestead guy hunting right here on his property. Absolutely. So has the exact same markings, number on the end, 44, IMDA, and it's 300 feet from where I found the last one. So I think that would have been one of the homesteaders that lived here. Look what I found. So we just dug the shell casing. I looked up and I saw this old log with a big old spike in it, and then right here, leaning against this tree, an old swing set. My grandfather had one of those in his yard, and it was from the 60s. Might even have been 50s. It was old. It was old when I was a kid. And I looked over here. Guess what we found? I saw it through the bush. There's a foundation right here. Let's go check it out. There's some metal in the ground. Big chunks of metal. There it is. There's our block foundation. Ha ha! I knew it was here! More blocks over there. So yeah, I know it's a block foundation and it's not as old as I'd like. But as we know, we found one on the way in here from the 30s, and going all the way down the shoreline here, it should get older the further we go. And remember, people, they made silver coins in the 50s and 60s, so this is just as good a place as any. Nobody's been here detecting, I can pretty much guarantee that. This is definitely the site that the neighbor told me about. Block foundation, probably from the 40s or 50s. I'm going to say 50s. And the 1931 that we found back there is just a bonus. Dominion Canuck 12 gauge shell. Why am I so interested in these shells? Because we can use these absolutely to date this site. So there's the block foundation right there. And we can see right beside it, here's a road going down to the lake and then back out here to our four-wheeler trail. The old roads leading into the foundations are the ones you want to check for coins, right? They had to go in and out all the time using the same route. If things got dropped, this is where it's going to be. So I'm going to do this road. Look what I found down at the lake here. Somebody's got a great big wind block set up in a fire pit. They must, they hunt geese down here, right there in that marsh. So they've probably built that here for hunting. It's massive. This trail just keeps going and going. This is freaking awesome. This is perfect. I'm about a quarter mile down the road from the last foundation, and here's another site, guys. I'm sure of it. There's an old pot right there. There's some kind of cans and an old chair. Oh, another pot right there. Yeah, I see porcelain. What is that, a sink? Ah! Toilet? That's a toilet. This is for Stan. This is an old hydro pole. Really old one. They actually ran hydro in here for this road. They never put in a bridge though. Then they reappropriated all the properties down here because it was going to be too much work for them to put in a bridge. They never did. All right, guys, last one for the day. I saw right here on the edge of the trail a broken off hydro pole, cut off hydro pole. So looked in there and I thought that looks a little open. So we took a little walk and I'll show you what I found. That's what I found. Big old piece of metal here and some brickwork, stonework, and then in behind it, an old brick wall. And a frying pan, apparently. A new frying pan. What is this? A chimney? That might just be the chimney from a building that's no longer here. Yep. Well, guys, I'm pretty happy with that. As far as exploratory days go, today's pretty good. When you can find 3 sites from the 30s to the 50s to maybe 60s, I'll take it. It's good ground for Stan and I to come back and explore, some bottle dumps to check out. We just got to wait for things to unthaw. And I'm pretty sure that the further we go back this old trail here, the older it's going to get. So stay tuned, guys. Lots more exploring to come on the channel. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.